I was never hungry, so.
So what are you going to do when your body totally is different than what it looks like today?
I don't know.
Does it really change who you are?
I think you say, will it change who I am? I think it will change. I think it will change a little bit of who I am, or not who I am, but who I used to be that was covered up. Because we had this talk last time where, a lot of times, like, I throw myself into work. Like, I don't go out. I kind of
You're compensating.
Like, yeah, and I kind of feel like I do stay at home. People invite me out. We used to go dancing all the time. Like, same with the swimming thing. I love to dance.
Can I rephrase this?
Mm-hmm. Will I become myself?
Will you stop criticizing yourself? Can you see that you are the same person, whether you're skinny or fat, same person? Your behavior is changing. That's what I'm hearing from you. My behavior changes based on how crappy I feel about myself and how judgmental and how badly you criticize yourself. You change who you are because you're an asshole to yourself.
But don't you
Now,
think that
no.
who you are?
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my God, did you hear that? No. You are feeding yourself a bunch of lies if you think that by losing this weight that you are going to be a different person. Don't ask for your money back.
Well,
No. So you are the same person, whether you are skinny or fat.
So
you have the same brain, the same mind. No. You are the same person, the same character, the same work ethic, the same loves, the same hates, the same. Everything is going to be the same when you are thin. Nothing changes except your view of yourself, your criticism of who you are. If you think that you're a better person when you lose weight.
Well, like I said, but then it's got to be behavior.
Based on what? You are a smart woman. This is so obvious.
You say that.
Well, you're stuck in this idea that you think that if you lose fat, you're going to be a different person. That is hilarious. I'm mocking you.
No, I know. I probably need it.
No, you're not. You're the same person. It doesn't change anything. You're going to feel the same. You're going to feel the same. And you're going to realize that your desire to eat is going to be there whether you're fat or skinny. And then you're going to realize that, wow, shit, I lost all this weight and I'm skinny and I still want to eat food excessively. So this has nothing to do with being fat. We got to break some of these walls down so that you don't have to repeat the same mistake 50 times to figure it out. I'm going to try to help you speed up the learning curve.
I know.
And that's why I'm putting you a mirror in front of you right now. Do not expect to feel different. Don't. I'm going to help you out if I can get you to not think it's different. Can you trust me?
Mm-hmm.
You are not going to feel any different. You're going to feel physically better. That's it. That's it. That's it.
For me, like, the biggest thing that resonated last time is when we talked about, like, the food issue where it's like, why don't you eat? And it's like, well, the starving people and the children in Africa. Really? Because if you don't eat at McDonald's, they're willing to pack up that food and ship it over to Africa. It's like, the idea is stupid. Mm-hmm. Like, it's asinine. You would never say, I can't throw this food away. I have to eat it because they're going to ship it to, like, the East Coast now so people who don't have the food. They're never going to do your food. And that's, I think the only to get to me is, like, the irrationality of the way that I'm thinking. Like, if I'm 5'2" and 120 pounds, now everyone's going to be my friend and I'm going to have, like, the best life out there in the world. I kind of already do. And I just have to stick with that.
So what's going to be different?
Right.
What is going to be different when you're 50 pounds less? What? Besides your clothes size is different and you physically feel a little bit better. What is going to be different about the way you work? When you're in your work environment and when you're in your mode and you're doing what you're doing, is that going to get better? No.
Mm-mm.
Then...
Who knows? I might have more energy and I might be
actually better. That's the physical stuff.
I might be fantastic.
That's the physical stuff for sure, But can you learn from your past mistakes that ultimately your criticism of your body is fueling your behavior to eat excessively? So if you stop criticizing your body today, what happens to some of this behavior? What happened this week? Did you binge ever during the practice?
Not really.
Okay.
I was at the mall shopping on Sunday, and I went to Green Mill, and Green Mill had gluten-free pizza. Mm-hmm. And I got a 10-inch pizza because that's all the gluten-free sizes come in as the pizza. And normally I would eat the whole thing, and I had 3 pieces on Sunday, 2 or 3 on Monday, 2 or 3
So you
on
didn't
Tuesday.
feel deprived?
So, no, I ate all 3 days. I ate this one 10-inch small little pizza for 3 days.
And how'd that feel?
Felt really good.
Did you feel like you were on a diet?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. Well... And
I think that was the biggest shock to me, because normally a 10-inch pizza is nothing. I've eaten the whole thing, especially gluten-free, because I don't... Last time you talked about, like, good food and bad food, and that I have to stop, like, putting labels on food. But to me, I do have good food, bad food, only in the sense that with a gluten allergy, like the pizza...
Well, that's different. Oh, my God.
I was like, oh, my God,
I want to make sure we talk about this.
Yeah.
We are not talking about allergies. We're talking about moralizing of food. There's a big difference. You cannot have gluten.
Get, like, a double bacon cheeseburger, and sometimes I do. I'm like, I can't, because I'm like, you want that. I mean, that's hard, but I know physically I will get sick and I can't. But yeah, my cravings
that's totally
like
different. The whole like good food, bad food, when it comes to like food reactions.
Right. But there are times where I'm like, screw it, I'll have a thing of
because
pasta.
You're willing to to hurt your body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we are so gonna work on that.
Because like if I'm already like, and I don't get it, I'm still.
Is it all or nothing? It's all okay. So once you've done that, do you ever go into the whole like, you know what? I'm gonna have diarrhea anyway, so I might as well just freaking like go.
Well, I will be like,
okay.
You know, if I'm already, because there's sometimes like my roommate and I are kind of doing the same thing where it's like I am like that where I'm like I'm already feeling sick right now and I've been in the bathroom all day. I mean, I went 4 days before my trip before I went to St. Thomas where I couldn't keep anything down. I was running to the bathroom. And I was like, I need cheese because that's the only way. I can't go into St. Thomas on vacation on an airplane and have, these issues. So, I mean, I got cheese, but, like, if I'm that way, I was like, I already have the runs. I might as well have some chocolate cake. But I do that way. Like, if I'm feeling
that is an emotional issue.
I'm like...
You're using your allergies as an excuse to eat, like...
crap.
Well, not just crap, to eat excessively. I might as well eat this. I might as well. So you're using an emotional response and criticism of the food and the fact you have an allergic... You're using your allergic reaction against yourself.
I know. I'm always like, I might as well. Yeah. So...
We need a do-over. We need a race.
It's getting better. I haven't
We
had
need to
one
reboot
of those
to the hard
moments.
drive.
Yeah, one of those moments in a long time. But sometimes, like, I don't know if it's a... But I do think, like, if you're having, like, on a Friday night, it's typically on a Friday night because I'm sick all day Saturday. So, I mean, if I'm going to, cheat, and so, like, I just had a bad week, I'm stressful, yeah, it is probably emotional where it's just, like, I already don't feel so good. I'm going to have, like, chicken Alfredo, and I'm going to eat pasta. And then, yeah, when I'm all done with that, I knew I'm going to get sick anyway, I'm going to have a piece of cake.
And do you eat a lot of it?
No.
So you're not eating excessively, you're just changing what you're going to eat just because you already have the reaction. You might as well just keep on going.
Right. I mean, I don't eat like a whole cake.
So do you feel restricted because of your gluten intolerance?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I love, breads. I mean, and I don't know if but I've always loved breads and pasta. Like, I haven't been to the Olive Garden in years. I mean, I do... Like the mac and cheese. I mean, that's the thing.
It's easy.
We had rice.
Easy.
We had rice, mac and gluten-free mac and cheese. But I didn't normally would eat the whole entire box. Mm-hmm. But this time I ate half the box. My roommate ate the other half. So we split it. But I mean, I do think on this, like the last couple weeks, and my roommate made a comment too. I think my biggest thing was going to the freaking grocery store, and it sucks because you have to go to Rainbow, you have to go to Cub, you have to go to Walmart, you have to go to Sam's Club. Because each place has different levels of, like,
Do you know there's Whole Foods down here in Plymouth?
Yeah, but I don't live anywhere. I'm, like, 20 minutes. Like, my office
if you're
is, like,
gonna go, if you're here.
Right.
If you're gonna, you might as well go and do a big shop, get what you need, so that you have those convenience foods or the things that you're going to need to make something that's gluten-free. There's always a solution.
Right.
Some of this stuff...
I'm getting better. I went... I went later in the afternoon on Saturday, which seemed to be less people there. The parking lot was like half empty. That was good. Or I went Friday afternoon. So I beat the rush hour, and I just...
Okay. Well, some of the stuff in the long term of this, you're going to need to take care of yourself. All of the roadblocks that you continue to create for yourself, there's got to be a change in the way you think. Do we really need to have cancer before you go, I need to stop eating this way? Just because I have an issue doesn't mean I need to make it worse.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I have a feeling that you're going to wait until something catastrophic happens before you actually decide, I gotta stop.
Well, no, I mean, this is helping, talking to you. I mean, I think the last...
Well, I
last
guess...
meeting, I mean, to me, it was like last time we talked, you know, those hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever, I think helped a lot. In the sense of, like, yeah, I know you're not a therapist, or maybe I should have gone to therapy long time ago.
Yes, you should.
But, you know, I think talking it out, because for me, hearing it, sometimes, exactly what you just said, too, is saying it out loud makes it, like, not like a reality. Where
you're
like,
acknowledging
really,
it.
Yeah, that's really stupid. You know,
well, when you hear it, or when you're processing information, and this may be the first time you're actually trying to figure something out before you're just reactive to the behavior. Right. Now you're talking about it. Now you realize, because you're a very intelligent woman, this is messed up, and I need to fix it.
Right. And I think, though, too, in everything, like, even in your book, the woman who broke up with her boyfriend and decided to train and do marathons and triathlons.
You understand why she did that, right?
Right.
Because he
told
her she was lazy.
Right.
So he was still controlling her decisions. Anyways.
And then she gained weight, and I do think that you do say, okay, I'm going to exercise. So now that I'm exercising, I can eat whatever I want because I am exercising so much. You know, and I do think by, like, just reading it or hearing it, yeah, you're validating, because that's exactly what I did. I decided I'm going to run a half marathon, you know, because runners are skinny, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to train, I'm going to do grandma's half marathon, and I carb overloaded and was sicker than all sickness because of everything, but I gained like 20 pounds that weekend in 3 days, and I was so bloated and sick, but I was like, I just ran a marathon. I don't understand.
It makes it all better. Yeah. I don't understand. Yeah. Oh my God. And then you talk about it, are you just like, oh my goodness.
And reading that story, I was like, that's totally me, because Friday night you have carbs, and then you're running and you have carbs, and you know, but yeah, sometimes I do think just talking to you and you know, saying, look, you know, and I don't think anyone's ever said, well, that sounds really stupid. No one ever tells you that to your face, you know. No one ever says.
Say I'm mean?
No, I need it. I used to have a personal trainer who was like mean to me, because that you come up with excuses. You're like, I don't want to do that. Yeah, you do. Get down and give me 20. I mean, sometimes you need that reality to say, look, you're being irrational. You know, you're very smart here, but do you get where that's not how you should be thinking? And that's what I get from
let's
you.
Let's hope that it's not because you're going to tolerate this because you need to lose all this weight. Because the weight isn't the problem.
No, and
it's all this excusing that you've been doing. Can you see why it's like, why be surprised then? Don't be surprised with this outcome.
And that's where, when I was talking to my roommate about it, I specifically said, this isn't a diet. I don't care if I lose any weight. I don't care.
Thank you for saying that.
8 weeks if I'm 190 pounds. I don't care. I'm at that realization that it's not because of that. It's because I want to be healthier. Like, I do know that not eating the whole day and then gorging at night, it's not healthy for you. It's not what you're supposed to do. I get that. You know, and that's why I don't have a scale. I never stepped on the scale once. In fact, I was thinking about just throwing mine away, because it's not about that at this point.
Nope, it's not. And by getting rid of the scale and getting rid of that expectation, you're going to be forced to find motivation in that, what you said, it's not healthy. And what is being healthy to you? Now, everybody's different. We need to find what you feel is realistic. I think that's really important when you're going through and making goals, that you create a goal in why we're doing this that is realistic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Take away the weight. How do you want to eat that is realistic for you? That is the goal, is to change your normal. Right now you've got a normal that you know isn't working, and you don't want to do it anymore.
No.
So what are you willing to do to create a new normal? You're going to have to be willing
for the last
to do gluten-free, do all that stuff, prepare your food. There's some work, and the protocol is going to help you start, because it's such a small amount of food, it makes it easier to do. It's not overwhelming.
No, it's like restarting your system.
Restarting your system. Trust me, the system isn't the problem. It's your system that has been the problem. So we got to redo that. It's like looking at your business, going to your accountant, and the accountant's like, dude, you're going to have to shut the doors And you're like, but we profit this much. I mean, we're freaking raking in the dough. Well, he's going to look at this.
Right.
Your cash flow is nil because you're spending here, you're spending here, you're spending here. That's kind of what we're going to do with your system. You've got all of this spending with food that is causing harm to the overall picture. So we have to eliminate all of these little things one by one as you become aware of them. So, and, you know, as you're eliminating something that doesn't work, you're going to have to start doing things that might have created what you were doing.
Right.
If you're prepared, if you have that fruit shake in meetings, you're less likely to binge at nighttime. So it's like,
right.
It's trying to find a new balance point with the right and the left and figuring it out, regardless of your weight. Because whatever we do, we want to make sure that it is what you can do and what you like to do, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. Does that make sense?
Nope, absolutely.
Okay, I got to stop this. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.